ITV, certainly the best.
Good evening and welcome to ITV News at 11. I am Chukufumnanya Digwe. Now, a wave of fear swept through the Iyekoba area of Benin City on Tuesday following a disturbing incident of mob violence involving students of Iyekoba Secondary School. 16-year-old Osarubo Ewuma was allegedly beaten to death. The attack also left 17-year-old Osamudiame Kayode injured, while another boy reportedly remained unaccounted for. The incident promptly swift action from the law enforcement agencies, resulting in the arrest of several students on Wednesday. Crime correspondent Jolade Ojo reports.
The tragic incident, which occurred after school hours, is under investigation. However, unconfirmed reports suggest a dispute over a girlfriend may have triggered the assault. Family members of the victims reportedly led officers of the Iyekoba Police Division to the school, resulting in the arrest of several students suspected to have been involved. While accounts differ, the elder brother of the deceased, Lester Evoma, who spoke off camera, explained that Osarubo, who attended a nearby private school and was not enrolled at Iyekoba, was invited by his friend Osamudiame Kayode, who reportedly had a quarrel with some students the previous day, to accompany him to collect his Neco's slip. Shortly after receiving the slip and preparing to leave, the boys were suddenly ambushed by a group of students. Father of the surviving victim, Oriaki Kayode, also shared his son's harrowing account of the assault and the injuries he sustained.
The thing I know rich now is my son say, "I want to go collect the shot card for Neco for a bull." The next day when they come back, they beat them where they beat them. I rush and go hospital.
Edo State Commissioner for Education, Padi Yamo, and State Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, who visited the Iyekoba Police Division, secured the release of the apprehended students. They urged parents to pay closer attention to their wards to prevent such tragic incidents from recurring and assured the public of the police command's commitment to apprehending the suspects involved and uncovering the truth.
The police is carrying out their investigation. That's why the children are here to give useful statements so that we can nip it in the bud to avoid a reoccurrence. So right now, I think the information they have given, the police will work on it while the children return back to their classroom.
We already suspect that these children are beginning to engage in gang activities. We cannot encourage that. We will not allow it to continue. That is why we want to fish out the particular students that are involved in this.
From Benin, Jolade Ojo, ITV News.
Moving on, the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has inaugurated and handed over 5 patrol vehicles to the Nigerian Correctional Services to aid speedy dispensation of justice across the state. The brief ceremony was witnessed by the Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Okungboa, Controller Generals of Corrections in Edo State, Secretary to the State Government Umar Musa Ikilo Esquire, and other top government officials. Kingsley Uchegbu has details.
Amen. Thank you, Excellency.
Donation of the vehicles followed an appeal by the State Correctional Services for logistics to fast-track prosecution of suspects to ensure speedy dispensation of justice. Governor Okpebholo said the vehicles are part of his administration's policy of ensuring speedy dispensation of justice, which has been challenged with poor logistics.
This center belongs to Edo people. And last time I met the Chief Judge and he told me about your request, which I think it is necessary. Because if you don't take prisoners to court, how would they get justice? It's not possible. So this is in reaction to his request.
Receiving the vehicles, Control of Corrections in Edo State, Sunday Akere, commended Governor Okpebholo for his investment in the speedy dispensation of justice in the state. Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, described the gesture as a milestone in the administration of justice in the state, especially in transporting suspects.
When I visited the Chief Judge, I made a request to him, and when he was seeing you, he accordingly presented this matter to you.
A great day in the history of corrections and administration of justice in Edo State. For a very long time, the corrections have been complaining that they had difficulty in transporting suspects and defendants to court. And I recall that on my last jail delivery exercise, the controller made some requests which I forwarded to His Excellency. And in his magnanimous character, he has graciously answered us and he has provided these resources behind us.
Kingsley Uchebu, ITV News.
You're still tuned into the news on Independence Television. We'll take a short break and be back with more reports. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, Edo State government says it will provide an enabling environment for all investment and multinationals in the state to thrive. The state deputy governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, stated this during the appearance of two oil companies before the State Boundary Committee in Government House, Benin City. Deborah Ogbeifun has details.
There's an interface between the Edo State Boundary Committee and Pan Ocean Oil Corporation Nigeria Limited. A New Cross Exploration and Production Limited is for the committee, which held behind closed doors, to hear directly from the two companies in the area of corporate social responsibilities on their host communities. Briefing journalists on the outcome of the meeting, the State Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Idahosa, who is the chairman of Edo State Boundary Committee, says the meeting is geared towards encouraging investors in line with the economic drive of the Monday Okpebholo-led administration.
For us in Edo, we are encouraging all the investors to come in and invest in Edo State. And the easy ways of doing business in line with the economic drive of Executive Governor of our state, Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, is top-notch.
He explained that the state government is doing everything within its power to resolve all boundary issues between other states as a way of creating an enabling environment for businesses to thrive.
I want to encourage all Edo citizens that His Excellency is doing so much in area of infrastructure to give accessible road to major companies and communities, and also is ensuring that there is security of life and property across the state.
Some committee members, who include the Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General of the state, Roland Otaru, SAN, Honorable Patrick Ikariali, and Patrick Obayagmo, said the state government is doing so much in the area of security and infrastructural development, such as roads, to attract investors.
He's doing a lot to ensure that investors come to Edo State.
Security of life and property of the people under the shared agenda is the top priority.
This committee shall continue to explore all democratic means to ensure that Edo State, under no circumstances, will hold the short end of the stick.
In Government House, Benin City, Deborah Ogbeifun, ITV News.
Now, in a bid to combat security challenges within the maritime domain, the flag officer commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Suleiman Ibrahim, has flagged off Operation Ebi Toru at the Nigerian Ports Authority, Warri Delta State. The exercise aims at enhancing maritime security, strengthening interagency cooperation, and ensuring the safety of lives and property within Nigeria's waterways. Warri correspondent Benga Ahmed, who monitored the exercise, reports.
A round of applause. That was the flag-off ceremony of exercise Ebi Toru, which means
sea protection in the Ijaw language conducted by the Flag Officer Commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Sulaiman Ibrahim. Rear Admiral Ibrahim said the exercise is designed to sharpen the Navy's operational readiness in collaboration with other security agencies, ensuring the protection of national infrastructure within the maritime domain.
Exercise Evito is designed to sharpen our operational readiness, improve our response capabilities, and enhance the synergy of all participating units and agencies. The exercise will involve a series of coordinated drills at sea and alongside ashore, including protection of critical national assets.
Earlier, the officer in charge of naval tactics of the Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Kabir Tanimu, stated that the aim and objective of the exercise is to sustain maritime security at sea.
And its primary objective of the exercise is to sustain credible presence at sea in order to create a secure maritime environment for national prosperity in line with the CNS strategic directives.
Officers of the Central Naval Command later demonstrated their counter-operational capabilities to the audience in line with the directive of the Chief of Naval Staff to rid Nigerians' waterways of sea pirates, oil thieves, and other criminal activities. From Warri, Benga Ahmed, ITV News.
Moving on, the Senate has passed through second reading the National Emergency Toll Service Net Establishment Bill 2025. The bill, sponsored by Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yaradua, Katsina Central, seeks to create a uniform, accessible, and rapid emergency response system through a dedicated 3-digit toll-free number available nationwide. The proposed legislation, which received overwhelming backing, also empowers the Nigerian Communications Commission to serve as a regulatory authority for the service, with the aim of strengthening coordination in emergency response across the country. Amid renewed national security challenges, the upper chamber has announced a major shake-up of several standing committees, fulfilling its earlier pledge to reconstitute the Committee on National Security and Intelligence. Under the new arrangement, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi of Kebbi State is now named chairman of the Senate Committee on National Security and Intelligence. Now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has told the Special Offences Court in Lagos that the former Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele's co-defendant, Henry Omoyele, voluntarily made his statement in the $4.5 billion fraud trial of the Duo, while Emefiele is standing trial on a 19-count charge bordering on gratification and corrupt demands. Omoyele faces a 3-count charge relating to unlawful acceptance of gifts. Both defendants pleaded not guilty in a trial within trial to determine the voluntariness of the statement made by Omoyele and EFCC operative Alvan Guruman, who took the witness box, said no officer of the commission coerced the defendant into making any statement. At the last sitting of the court on October 9, 2025, prosecuting counsel Rotimi Oyedipo SAN sought to tender Omoyele's extrajudicial statements in evidence, but defense counsel Adeyinka Kotoye SAN objected, insisting the statements were not voluntarily made. Justice Rahman Ushodi subsequently ordered a trial within trial. Under cross-examination by defense counsel, Senior Advocate of Nigeria Olalekan Ojo and Kotoye Guruman admitted that despite its being part of the FCC's standard practice, no video recording of the statement taking was made, and the signature of the lawyer was also not included In the statement, Justice Oshodi has adjourned further hearing in the trial within trial to Thursday, January 15 and Friday, January 16, 2026. And with that, we've come to the end of ITV News at 11. I am Chukufum Digwe. Thank you for watching. Good night.
ITV, certainly the